fine guys. So now going forward, okay, we'll be creating our first machine or first server on our AWS cloud, right? And then going forward to that, I'll be doing some real-time implementation on that server also. So what I'll be doing over here is first, okay, I'll be creating one machine, I'll be creating one server on my AWS cloud guys. Okay, so this will be the first thing we'll be doing on your, okay, cloud side. So I'll be creating my Windows machine on AWS. Okay, right. So what I'll be doing over here is guys, I'll be having my Windows machine over here. So this will be my Windows machine. Okay, as we have gone through the steps for creating our Windows machine, right? So we'll be using the same steps for creating the Windows machine. And once you have created the Windows machine, I'll be doing the next following steps on this machine. Okay, all right. So for creating the Windows machine on AWS, guys, okay, what are the steps which we have to perform over here? We have to first click on launch instance, and once you click on launch instance, guys, how many steps are there? 7 steps are there, right? We are having 7 steps for creating any machine on AWS. Not only Windows, if you see Linux, Ubuntu, CentOS, Fedora, okay, all these operating systems can be created on AWS, right? Now, if you see from my step number 1, okay, this is my first step over here, step number 1. So what we have to select from step number 1? We have to select operating system. Okay, so it's like we are going through a recap over here because few members will be new to our session, right? So we'll be going with our first step, and first step is for selecting your operating system, right? Now these are the list of operating systems which are provided to me, right? And if you see the list, if you scroll down, you will find Windows over here, guys, right? So this is my Windows operating system. You have to select your Windows image, and we have to select our Windows operating system over here, because in today's class I'm creating Windows machine. In tomorrow's class, in tomorrow's session, I will select a Linux machine. Okay, so I will select a Windows machine over here, selected. Now I'm into which step now? I'm on step number 2 now. Okay, so step number 2, what we have to select from step number 2? We have to select our RAM size. Okay, we have to select our RAM size from step number 2. Okay, so how much RAM you can select over here? Starting from 1 GB RAM, you can select 2 GB, 4 GB, 8 GB, and if you scroll down, you will see the list will go on. Okay, 16 GB, 32 GB. So maximum how much RAM you can create over here, guys? Okay, you can create the maximum RAM size is 12,288 GB, guys. This is our maximum RAM size, which means for one machine, for one Windows machine, it's like for one Windows laptop, how much RAM you will get? 12,000 GB of RAM, guys, which is very, very huge, right? Normally in our normal laptops, we'll get about 8 GB, 16 max, right? Over here it is in thousands. You can get up to 12,000 GB of RAM if required. Okay, so AWS will provide you the RAM size. Okay, so I don't want that much huge RAM over here. I'm very much happy with 1 GB of RAM. For today's class, I'll be selecting 1 GB RAM over here, right? This is my RAM size from step number 2. Okay, now let me click on next, and let me go to step number 3 over here now. Okay, so at step number 3, what we have to select over here? Number of instances, which means you have to choose how many machines do you want. You will be giving the quantity over here. Okay, so if you want one machine, we will write 1 over here. If you want 2 machines, you have to write 2 over here. If you want 10 machines, you will write 10. Maximum how many you can create? You can create up to 900 machines, guys. It's like purchasing 900 laptops in a single go. In a single go, you are purchasing 900 laptops. So it's a very huge number over here, right? So if you normally, if you write 2, what will happen over here? One more machine will get created over here like this. The same Windows machine one. Okay. So like this, more and more machines will get created. Fine. But for today's class, I will be creating one Windows machine. So I will write one over here. So then it will create one machine for me, right? It will create one Windows machine for us. Fine. Now going to our next step, which is step number 4, guys. And from step number 4, what we have to select from step number 4? Hard disk size, guys. Okay, the storage which you see over here, this is your hard disk, right? And for Windows machines, what is the starting size? 30 GB. 30 GB is the starting hard disk size for your Windows machines. So if you want, you can give up to 50 GB or you can give 100 GB. Maximum how much you can give over here? 16,000 GB, guys. 16,000 GB is the maximum hard disk size which you can provide to your machine, which is very, very huge again. Okay, so in our class, I'll be going for 50 GB over here. So 50 GB will be fine for me in this case. So I'll be writing it as 50. So it will create 50 GB hard disk for me. Okay, now as I told you, okay, let me remind you again, whatever steps which you are performing over here, if you want to change your hard disk size, which step you will go? Step number 4. If you want to change your RAM size, which step we have to go? We have to go to step number 2. So each step is dedicated for one configuration over here, guys. If your manager tells you to change the hard disk size, you have to go to step number 4 only. You cannot do it from step number 2 because step number 2 is dedicated for RAM. Step number 4 dedicated for hard disk. Step number 1 dedicated for operating system. Okay, so each step is dedicated for one of the configurations over here. Okay, so step 4 for hard disk only, and it would be fixed for that particular configuration only. You cannot change RAM size in step number 4. Okay, so these are fixed step for us, and that is the advantage for us. Actually, you can simply remember that, okay, step number 4, hard disk. Okay, so fixed steps, it will not change, right? Now let me go to my next step, which is step number 5. And at step number 5, what we have to give? We have to give our name to our machines, guys. So you can give name tag, and I can call these machines as my Windows machine. Or if you want to give any other names, I can call my machine as Rajesh. I can give a name to my machine as Mohan. So you can give any name. You can give any name. Normally in real time, what we will do is you will give your project name, something as Flipkart or Snapdeal. Okay, if you know to which project you are creating the machine, you will give your project name. But if you doesn't know to which project it will go, okay, then you cannot give a name, right? So that is the reason in all these 7 steps, out of all your 7 steps, step number 5 is an optional step for us. If you know to which project it will go, you will give a name, or else don't give any name to your server. Okay, this is one only step which you have, which is an optional step, which means you can skip this step. Which means if you doesn't know to which project your machine will go, don't give that step. It might go to Flipkart project, it might go to HDFC project, it might go to ICICI project, right? It doesn't know to which project it will go. So don't give a name now. Once you know to which project it will be assigned, then you give the name. So when machine got created, when machine will be in running state, then you can add the name. We can change machine names at any time, right? Now let me click on next. And step number 6, we are going to our security group. Okay, so let me just remind you again, guys, that for every machine on AWS, every machine, guys, not only one single machine, on every machine which you create on AWS, you will have one security group for that, which is nothing but your security guard. So it is like your security guard. You remember it as your security guard, right? So when you log into this machine from your laptop in this way, okay, as I showed you earlier. So when you try to log into this machine from the laptop, okay, and from your laptop when you try to log into this machine, what will happen over here? The security guard will not allow you to go inside that machine. security guard will stop you over there only. That is a normal behavior of your security guard, right? For your house, when you keep a security guard, he will not allow anybody to come inside the house. Same thing happens over here as well. The security group which is there, it will not allow any machine to come inside over here, right? So in the same way, you have to tell your security guard over here, okay, that please allow this laptop. So technically, how you will tell this? You have to allow RDP over here, guys. This is a connection protocol. RDP stands for remote desktop connection. Okay, remote desktop protocol. So using RDP, you will connect from one machine to another machine. So this is not a new protocol, guys. This is the oldest protocol. Since 20 years, we are using RDP. Whenever you guys connect from one machine to another machine, how you will connect? With the help of RDP only, right? So over here, we are telling our security guard clearly that please allow RDP so that I can log into this machine. Okay, so if you go to step number 6, I'm telling the same thing over here. See, you have your security guard over here, nothing but security group, and you are telling him to please allow RDP. Okay, so what protocol I'm enabling over here? RDP, so that I can connect from one machine to another machine. Okay, so other protocols also, if you want, you can enable. You have HTTP, you have HTTPS, you have database protocols, MySQL connections. You can enable if you want. Okay, so over here I'm enabling RDP, which is enough. So now let me click on next, and I will go to step number 7 over here. This is my last step. 7 steps, fixed steps, and these 7 steps are standard for us. Okay, and at step number 7, what we are doing, guys? We are doing a review over here. What is the meaning of review? Nothing but rechecking. Okay, so what I am rechecking over here? I am rechecking my configuration. So what is the operating system that we have selected? Windows. How much RAM size we are getting with this? 1 GB. What is the security guard protocol over here? RDP. And how much hard disk I am getting? 50 GB. So whatever configuration I have selected, it is showing me the same configuration. Right? So when I rechecked it, it's the same configuration which I am getting. Right? So now I will click on launch, and I will create a machine over here now. So once I click on launch over here, you will see that machine is getting created now. The Windows machine which you have got, right? Now this machine is getting created over here. So you can see right now it is in pending state. Within 3 to 4 minutes, your machine will be ready. Within 3 to 4 minutes, your Windows machine will be ready. Linux machines, within 2 minutes, it will get ready. Okay, Linux machines takes lesser time compared to Windows machines. So this is our Windows machine, right? So we have to complete the initialization. Meaning of initialization means it is getting ready now, right? Very good. So if you guys remember, did I give any name to this machine? No, right? I did not give any name to this machine. At step number 5, it was optional step for me, right? I did not give any name. Now let me give a name to this machine. How to give a name? Click on this mark and you can give a name to this machine as Rajesh machine. Or if you want to edit the name, again click on this mark, give a name as Mohan machine. Or else click on this pencil mark, again they give name as Flipkart machine. If it belongs to Flipkart project. If it belongs to Flipkart project, I'll give the name as Flipkart machine, right? And if it is a simple Windows machine, I'll call this machine as Windows machine. So you can give any name to your machine, guys. And that too, my machine is in running state now. In running state, I'm giving a name to my machine, right? Very good. Now we have to wait for initialization to complete. It will take more 2 minutes to complete the initialization. Meantime, let me tell you one more important thing over here. So how much RAM and hard disk I have created with this machine, guys? Okay, RAM size is 1 GB, and what is my hard disk size? 50 GB. Okay, so when I log into this machine, I will check this configuration. So when I log into this machine, I will check how much hard disk I got and how much RAM I got for this machine. I will check both these things. Okay. Now, so when I want to log into this machine, not only to this machine, guys, for any machine, if you want to log in, you need two things over here, guys. One is username and the other is password. So you need username and password. If you want to log into any machine, you need this. Okay. Even for this Windows machine also, you need username and password. So what is username over here? Username is administrator, guys. A capital. Okay. Remaining all letters will be small. A will be in uppercase. A will be capital. Okay. And what about password? Password will be hidden over here. Right? It will not show you the password easily. Password will be hidden. Right? And password will be inside my laptop only actually. So I'll show you how to see the password also. Right? So we will be logging in our Windows machine using this username and password, guys. Okay, with the help of this username and password, I can log into this Windows machine which I have created. Okay, and this Windows machine, you can say it is a cloud machine. Okay, it would be similar to your laptop only. Okay, so if I go back to AWS, let me check this machine is ready or not. Okay, it will take 1 more minute for it to get ready over here. Okay, so now you can see, guys, that my Windows machine is ready over here. It is all the status checks are done. Now let us log into our Windows machine, guys. Right now, if you want to log into your Windows machine, there is a connect option on top of your screen. Right, so click on this connect button and you will see your username and password over here. See, what is the username? Username is administrator with capital A. Then what about password? Password is hidden, right? So AWS will not show you the password easily. It will be hiding the password for you for security reasons. Okay, so you will have the password in your machine only. So click on get password and choose the file. It will be in your machine downloads only, guys. So when you create your machine from your laptop, your password will be inside your machine downloads only. Okay, so when you click on decrypt, it will show you the password like this. So this is my username and this is my password. It's a protected password only. Copy your password. Okay, now let us connect to this machine. So now let me ask me username and password. So username is administrator with capital A. Now let me give the password. I have given the password. Now click on continue
Hello,
and you will see that you will
sir.
be connected to your Windows machine.
Hello,
Okay, so now we will be connecting to our Windows machine.
hello, sir.
Hello,
Hello,
yes, guys?
sir. Now you connected to RDP, no, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
How did you connect it, sir? Using IP address?
No, no, no. If you see over here, okay, in my screen, at the bottom, I got one connection file over here. See, downloaded over here, right? Okay. So once you click on connect, you see this download option, right? Okay. So
Mm,
this is our connection file. This
mm,
is our connection file.
yeah.
When you click on this connection file, it will ask you the username and password. Okay. So once you enter username and password, your machine will open. Okay. So you
Sir,
have to download.
yesterday I tried to connect, sir, but it
Okay.
asking for IP address. I mean, when I opened the RDP, it was not able to connect with that IP hub. It is one PC IP address, no, sir. That's
See, I will follow the same steps again now. Okay. See it carefully. Okay. See, I'll follow the same steps now. Okay. You click on connect, click on download your connection file. See, it got downloaded over here, right? Okay. Click on your connection file. It will ask you the username and password. It will not ask you any IP address. It will not ask you any IP address over here, guys. Okay. Click on connection file. It will ask you the username and password. Okay, not only this machine, any machine it will ask username and password. So username is administrator with capital A. I have pasted my password. Now click on continue, it will connect. That's it. Okay, only one step. Give username and password. Click on that downloaded file. It will ask username and password. Enter the username and password. That's it. IP address it will not ask anywhere. Okay, and still if you are getting any errors, okay, do contact me, okay, or give me a call or give me the ping in the WhatsApp chat or give me the screenshot, guys. Okay, I will help you, no problem. Okay, so that is one of the reasons why I tell you guys to get added to our WhatsApp group so that you will be connected with me. Okay, anywhere, whenever you are doing any practice, whenever you are doing any one of the steps, if that is not loading or if you are missing some steps, when you share the screenshot, no, I will immediately I'll tell you the solution. Okay, so this is the step which you are missing, then it will be overwritten, then you can get the output also. Right? Fine, very good. Okay, so now you can see, guys, this blue screen which you see over here, right? This is your Windows machine. This is the machine which you people have created, right? And how many steps I performed for creating this machine? 7 steps. Now let us check the configuration of this machine. I will open this machine folder over here, and if you go to this PC, what is the hard disk size I got, guys? 49.9 GB, which means it is same 50 GB which I have selected. This is the same size which I have selected, and I got the same machine over here. As I told you earlier also, if you purchase the same machine from Dell, Lenovo or HP, it will cost you at least 15 to 20,000, right? I got this machine for 0 rupees. I did not pay a single rupee also at any point. In that 7 steps, did I paid any money? No, right? This is a machine provided to me by Amazon, right? And no separate charges for internet connectivity. In your laptops, you are taking some Wi-Fi connections, right? Over here, internet will be integrated with this machine. No separate charges for internet connectivity. And if I open a sample page over here, okay, let me go to a sample page, something as, okay, yahoo.com, and you will see that the page should load for me over here because internet is integrated with this machine, so no separate charges for me with that. Okay, and you can see that this is the page which we are able to see over here, which means internet connectivity is loaded over here, guys. Okay, it is integrated, and the page which you see over here, this is a US Yahoo page, guys. This is not a India Yahoo page. This is a US Yahoo page. Why we are seeing a US Yahoo page? Because we have created our machine in US region. I have created this machine in North Virginia. That is the reason you are getting the network connectivity from US region only. From North Virginia, you are getting the network connectivity. If you create it in Africa, you will get the network of Africa. You will create it in Singapore, you will get the network from Singapore. Sydney, Australia, London, the list will go on like this. In whichever country you are creating the server, how many steps you have to perform? The same 7 steps we have to perform, guys. The same 7 steps which I did over here, the same 7 steps you have to perform. That's why I said the dashboard looks very simple, neat and clean, but it's a very powerful dashboard. You are actually creating your machines, you are actually creating your servers, you are creating your laptops in your AWS cloud over here, guys. So that is the reason we are using this, right? I don't want to purchase laptops from Lenovo, Dell or HP. This is the more easiest way of creating my laptops, more secure, more stable, and within 10 minutes I can create it in any part of the world. Steps are same. I'll follow the same steps, same login method, and I will connect. Right? Very good. So everything is fine up till here. You have successfully created the machine. I agree with this, right? Now what your manager is telling you, okay? What is the size you got over here for this machine, guys? 50 GB, right? What is the C drive size? 50 GB. I got 50 GB as a C drive, right? Now your manager is telling you to add one more D drive to the same machine which you have created. Your manager is telling you to add one more D drive. C drive is already there. Why he is telling you to add one more drive? Because 50 GB which you have taken over here, right? That 50 GB will not be enough. Okay, normally when you use your laptops, in 6 months to 1 year, your laptop storage will get filled up, right? You will save your images, videos, files, personal files, office files. This is a machine which you are running for your project. In real time, your storage will get filled up even more faster because it will generate a lot of files. Okay, and your storage will get consumed a bit faster in real time. So then what you will do, you will add one more storage to this machine. You will add one more drive to this machine. In your laptop also you will do the same thing. You will add extra hard drives. So here also what I will do, I will attach one more extra drive, right? But when you are attaching the extra drive to this machine, you should not restart this machine. That is the condition. Okay, you should not restart this machine. Normally when you attach hard drives to your laptop, you will do a restart. Okay, on this machine you should not do a restart. That is a real-time rule, no downtime. You have to run it with zero downtime. So any changes which you are doing on this machine, no shutdown or no restart. Okay, so going back to this machine, I already have one C drive to this machine, right? So let me give you in this diagram like this. So there is already one C drive to this machine. Okay, and the C drive size is 50 GB. Okay, which is already attached to this machine, right? Very good. Now what you have to do, you have to attach one more drive to this machine, and I will call this drive as a D drive. Okay, this is a D drive, and how much size I want? Let me assume I want 5 GB, for example. You can take 50 GB, you can take 100 GB, you can take up to 16,000 GB also you can take, right? Let us take 5 GB over here, right? Now for attaching this 5 GB volume, first of all, you have to create this 5 GB drive. First of all, we have to create that storage. Okay, so when you create the storage, then you can attach to your machine, right? So how to create your storage on AWS? So we have to follow the steps now. Okay, and go to your AWS account, and from left side of your screen you will find volumes over there, guys. Volumes. Okay, so volume over here is nothing but your hard disk. If you want to attach hard disk, we have to go to volumes over here. So click on volume. Okay, you will see that 50 GB is there. Okay, 50 GB volume is there, right? So this 50 GB is your default volume, guys. Okay, the 50 GB volume which you see over here, this is our default volume, C drive. Okay, you can call it as C drive. Let me call it as C drive. Easy to understand, right? So 50 GB is already there. I want to attach more 5 GB, right? Now how to create the volume? There is an option given over here called as create volume, which means it will create the storage, which means it will create the hard disk for you, right? So click on create volume. Okay, and once you click on create volume over here, it will show you the size. So this size is very important over here for us. Okay, if you want 5 GB, write 5 GB. If you want 500 GB, write 500 GB. Maximum how much you can create? You can create up to 16,000 GB, right? So I don't want that much huge size over here. I want 5 GB volume, so I'll write 5 GB over here, right? Now I will click on create. So 5 GB volume got created over here. I will call this as D drive. 5 GB volume you have created successfully. Successfully you have created 5 GB volume, right? Now the next step what you have to do is, once you have created this 5 GB drive, right? Now you have to attach this 5 GB drive to your machine. After creating, we have to attach, right? Normal procedure. When you purchase a pen drive, after purchasing a pen drive, you will attach it to your machine, right? then only you can use it. So over here also, when I have created 5 GB volume, I have to attach it to my machine, then only I can use it, right? Now for attaching this volume to this machine, we have to go for attaching option. We have to attach it to this machine. Okay, so now if I go back to my AWS, if you see the 5 GB volume drive which you have created, if you check the attachment information, it is blank, which means you did not attach it to any machine as of now. As of now, you did not attach it to any machine. So let me attach it to machine. How? Go to actions and there is an attach volume option over here. Click on attach volume and select your Windows machine over here. So click on Windows, so it will get attached to your Windows machine. Now click on attach. You will see in attachment information, it is getting attached now. Now you can see in the attachment information, it is getting attached. This is how you have to attach your volume. Okay, so if you refresh and check, it got attached to your Windows machine over here. See attachment information, it got attached to your Windows machine. So you have successfully created the volume and you have attached the volume also to this machine, right? Now if you see in the diagram, you did the same thing. We have created the drive and we have attached the drive, right? And now if I go back to my machine over here, okay, you have created the drive, you have attached the drive to your machine, but do you see any D drive over here? No, right? But you have attached it from AWS, but you can't see it from your machine. This is a normal behavior. Why you can't see over here, you know? Because you have to format the volume. It is not showing you any D drive over here because after attaching, you should do a format. If you don't format your drive, it will not show you over here. So how to format your volume in this machine? So in this machine, you click on Windows icon over here, Windows button. Then it will open you the options over here. Okay. So in this machine, inside this machine, we have to go to Server Manager. Okay. So when you click on your Windows button, you have your Server Manager over here. Click on Server Manager, and from Server Manager, we have to do the format of this drive. Okay, now Server Manager is opening over here, so let it get loaded. Okay, so it is loading now. Okay, so Server Manager is loading now over here. So from Server Manager, we have to format the drive page. Okay, so once you format the drive, then it will show you the D drive over here. Right now it is not showing any D drive, right? So after format, it will show us. Okay, so let it get loaded over here. Okay, so it got loaded over here, guys. If you see on the left side of your screen, we have files and storages over here, right? So click on these files and storages and then click on disk over here. You will see both the drives over here, guys. Okay, if you observe over here, now you have one 50 GB volume, 50 GB C drive, which is already there attached to this machine, right? You see 50 GB from over here. You can see 50 GB from over here also. But the 5 GB which you have attached, right? You can't see that 5 GB over here, right? Okay, because we have to format this drive. And how to format this drive? Now we have to follow these steps. First, give a right click over here on this 5 GB drive. Okay, so from offline mode, we have to bring it to online mode now, guys. Okay, so I'll give a right click over here and let us bring it to online mode first. Okay, so first I will bring it to online mode over here, and once you bring it to online mode, and then okay, we have to give a right click again, and then you have to start formatting this drive, guys. Okay, and to format this drive, we have to click on new volume and tell this machine that this is a new volume which you are attaching, and now our formatting steps will come over here. So click on next. So what is the size of my volume? 5 GB, and then click on next. So out of 5 GB, how much you will get? You know, you will get 4.97. So you will not get the complete size. If you purchase pen drive also, 8 GB pen drive will give you 7 point change. 16 GB pen drive will give you 15 point change. Over here also 5 GB drive is giving me 4.97, right? Now I'll click on next, and I'm calling it as a D drive over here, guys. You can give any name. You have E drive, F drive, G drive, H drive, right? You can give any name, guys. So I'm calling it as a D drive. Now again I'll click on next, and in which format I'm formatting it is NTFS format. Okay, NTFS is my file format in which I'm formatting this drive. Okay, now I'll click on next. Okay, this is a review over here. 5 GB is my drive size. I'm getting 4.97. I'm calling it as a D drive, and in which format I'm formatting it in NTFS format, right? Now if you click on create, you will see that within a minute it will complete the format. It will not take a lot of time over here. It will be very fast, because first of all it is a cloud machine. Okay, and if you are using a SSD drive, it will complete the formatting very fast over here, guys. You can see that it has completed the formatting also. Within 1 minute formatting will complete, right? Now if you go back and if you check on this machine, okay, if you go back and if you check on this machine, now you have your D drive also. Now you can see your D drive as well. We have successfully attached D drive also over here. So in the whole process, did I restarted this machine? No, right? You should never restart your machine, guys. In real time, you should never restart your machine. And I did not restarted this machine. When I attached this D drive over here, I did not restarted this machine. And I have attached this D drive successfully also over here. And now you can go inside this D drive. Okay, you can create your folders, you can create your files. Okay, let me give a name as Mohan to this folder, and let me create one more folder called as Rajesh. You can create anything inside this drive. Okay, so you can use this drive as your personal drive or your office related drive, whichever means ways you want, you can use this drive. Now this is the extra storage which you have attached to this machine. Use it in whichever way you want over here. No worries. You have successfully attached it and now you are using it. Right? And in real time, in your project, when you are doing this thing, is to follow the same steps over here, guys. Because this is the procedure, this is a method. Using this procedure only, you will be attaching extra drives to your machine. Okay, so using the same method, you will be attaching your extra drives in real time also, guys. No different steps. These are the same steps which you have to do. Okay, so follow the same steps, go through the recording again, and try to attach your extra drives to your Windows machines, guys. One of the regular operation which you will do as a DevOps engineer. Yes. N number of drives you can create. No problem. Okay, first thing. And second thing, most of you will ask me a question, sir, how a DevOps guy works or how a cloud engineer works. So this is what a DevOps engineer does, guys. This is your DevOps engineer task. As a cloud engineer, this is your work. So this is your nature of work. Okay, so programming is not involved over here. This is what you have to do as a DevOps engineer. This is what you have to do as a cloud engineer. So this is a repeated task. The more number of times you do this task, the more perfection you will get on this, right? Again, if your manager tells you to add one more drive, you will follow the same steps. Again, he will tell you to add one more drive, you will follow the same steps, right? So steps will not change. AWS procedures will not change. In whichever region you are working, AWS steps will be standard over here, guys, for us. Okay, and this will be the task which will be performing over here as your cloud engineer or as a DevOps engineer over here. Okay, so these are the things which we have to perform, and in real time do follow the same thing, okay, to complete your task, right? And you can see that we have successfully attached and using this drive over here also, right? So any questions, guys, until this point? Okay, So anyhow, when you people are practicing and when you people are trying to do this thing in your accounts, right? So if you are getting any doubts or you are getting stuck at any point, anyhow you have the numbers, right? So do contact, okay, and I'll be giving you the solution, guys, okay? So don't stop at that point. Once you bypass that point, once you bypass that issue or error, then again you will be easily bypassing, okay? So we'll be going forward in the same way, and in tomorrow's class we'll be first time we'll be creating our Linux machine, guys. I'll show you guys how to create a Linux machine, and those who doesn't know anything about Linux, come with a free mind over here, guys, okay? Because we will be starting Linux from the very first step. We'll be starting Linux from the scratch. If you don't know anything about Linux, happily you can come and attend, because I'll be starting from step 1 of Linux, okay? Everything will be starting from scratch over here, okay? So I'll be showing you guys how to create your Linux machines, what are the commands which we have to perform on Linux machines, and end of our sessions, once we complete our training anyhow, you will be telling me that working in Linux is more easier than compared to working in Windows. The same task which I did in Windows, attaching extra drive, I will do it on Linux also, and you will feel much more easier on Linux actually. It will be more fast compared to Windows machines. Okay, so we'll be working more and more on Linux machines, guys, because the more you work on Linux machines, the more you'll getting more flexibility, guys. Because Windows is anyhow, it's very easier for us to do the things on Windows. We are very much used to it. In Linux, it is way more easier. Okay, and in real time, you have more and more Linux servers, Linux machines. Okay, so we'll be working more on Linux over here, right? Because I want you to get the feel of the same real-time environment, how you are working with the things, okay? How you have your environment set up, we'll be having the same kind of environment set up over here. Okay, so this task which I did today, in a week, you will be doing this task at 3 or 4 times as a cloud engineer. Okay, so there will be a lot of requirement for you to add more drives. Okay, there will be different machines which you have to attach drives, so you will be performing the same operation over there. Okay, so try to do it on your accounts. Okay, then going forward we'll be going to a Linux machine, guys, tomorrow. Okay, so I hope, okay, this will be fine. So let me just save the share for our today's class, and let me save the recording as well over here, right? And then we'll be meeting tomorrow again at the same time, guys. Starting from our Linux step 1, we'll be working onto our Linux machines, and then we'll be connecting tomorrow at the same time with same link,
Sir.
guys.
Hello, sir.
Okay, yes, yes, please ask the questions.
So can you tell me the course content, sir?
Okay, yeah, you will be getting the course content. Okay, so we will be giving the course content to you all, and for recordings and for any course content you need, okay, so we'll be adding you up over
Actually,
here. And yeah, yeah, you have
actually,
the number. Yes,
I
yes,
got
yes.
the course content, sir. But which procedure you are following? That means you are first you are telling about AWS, or you are starting the DevOps. Or I'm not understanding. And which procedure you are following?
Okay, yes, yes. So it's a very good question actually. Okay, so it's asking that in what way we'll be going ahead in our, okay, course. So see, guys, first we'll be completing AWS, and then we'll be going to DevOps. Okay, so if you understand AWS end to end, if you understand AWS well, then we will be going to our next stage, more advanced stage, where we'll be dealing with our DevOps tools. Okay, so first AWS, and then we'll be going to DevOps.
So how many days it will be for AWS and the next DevOps?
Okay, so for AWS, it will take us around 20 days, and for DevOps, it will take us around 25 days. So altogether, we are having 45 days. I'll tell an average of about 45 to 50 days we'll be completing us.
Sir, in DevOps, how many tools you are going to explain?
Yes.
Okay, in DevOps, I'll be telling you one of the very important tools actually. So to add these tools in your CV or resume also, you will see that you will
Okay.
get a lot of calls. So
Hello, sir.
the tools which we'll be discussing are Terraform. Terraform is having a lot of weightage in the market, guys. Okay,
Okay.
you
Okay.
might be seeing that many course contents might not be having Terraform, but Terraform is very, very important for us. In real time, there is a huge requirement for Terraform. Okay, so we will be discussing Terraform. Practically, we'll be doing the Terraform sets over here practically. Okay, and then we'll be going for Kubernetes, which I hope you already know that has a huge requirement, and then Docker, and then we have Bitbucket, then we have Chef, we have Ansible, we have Git, SonarQube, Maven, JFrog. These are the important tools that we will be discussing.
Jenkins, yes, sir.
Yes, Jenkins is already there. Okay, Jenkins will be using for CI/CD.
Okay. Sir, according to the course content, they given you will start with IAM and all those, but first you started telling EC2.
Yes, I will. It will be from EC2 only.
Okay.
Okay, I'll tell you the flow. It will be from EC2, then we will go to S3, then we will go to IAM, and then we will be going to our VPC creations, then CloudWatch, right?
Okay.
So in these services, we'll be following in this way.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, fine, guys. And okay, so tomorrow we'll be going towards our Linux machine creation, guys. Okay, we'll be creating our Linux instances, and then we'll be going for our Linux machine setups. Okay, so I'll be telling you the same way how we are setting up our Linux machines in real time, guys. So you will be following the same steps for creating your Linux machines in your real time sets. Okay, so do follow the same thing for your Linux machine creations as well, guys. For
Hello. Hello, sir.
okay, so let
Hello.
us connect tomorrow again,
Hello,
guys.
sir.
So okay, so I hope it's clear then, right? So then do take care, everyone, and thank you guys for your time. Okay, we'll be connecting tomorrow, guys. Then okay, so have a great day. Take care, guys. Bye.
Thank you, sir.